Hello, welcome back to the garden. So today I want to do a really quick video on some camellia cuttings. Although my secateurs are a little bit rusty and look a bit worse for wear, they are actually in really good condition. Like taking any cuttings, you want to take cuttings with like sharp and sterile equipment. So I use this food grade hydrogen peroxide, and that's just to wipe down the blade before I do any cuttings, and then that just stops any nasty stuff going on, any cross contamination from anything from your other plants and things like that. So this is what I use. This is my camellia. So this will flower early in the spring. So what happens now is it's reasonably mild in October, so what it does is it starts to throw up the odd bud. So try and avoid taking cuttings from ones which is getting established buds from. Just there you've got all this new growth, okay, all the way down to where it goes brown, and this is where you want to take your cuttings from, because this is where all the hormone sort of sits in between your leaf nodes. Okay, so this is absolutely perfect. So where it goes brown, that's where I'm going to make my cut. So what I've got here, they're obviously a bit longer than 6 inches, but all you really need is about 6 to 8 inches, and you need this hardwood on the bottom. And how you can tell, obviously you can see this nice sort of lush green growth. This is this year's growth, and then that's going back into sort of last year. So you've, on all of these cuttings, you've got the darker bits at the bottom, and that's what you really need. Okay, so they're absolutely fine. So what I will do is I'll go ahead and strip the leaves off, all but maybe 1 or 2 at the top, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Just like that. Like I say, it is perhaps a little bit long, but it's still got all the brown growth just there, so we can take that off to a node. That's where it holds all the hormone ready to throw out your new root. And that's it. So I'll do that times 5 or 6, whatever I've got there. There we have it. So that's what we call a hardwood cutting, like we discussed with the brown at the bottom there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm just going to get a multi-purpose compost, mix a little bit of sand with it. You don't have to do that, it just makes it a bit more free draining. You can just use garden soil or multi-purpose. I don't use any hormone rooting powder or anything like that. I do believe that the plants have enough hormone in them anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and pop those in a pot, and then I'll get it into my mini cloche greenhouse. Nothing fancy. I think it was about £10 from like a home bargain style store, and put them in the conservatory for over winter. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. So nothing fancy. 1 litre pot. Can be bigger, but I don't really see the point of wasting compost in my eyes. So all we do here, put them around the side, so it gives the plants some stability, or the cutting some stability. Okay, don't have them touching, because if one goes sour, they all will. If that makes sense to you. I will give these a good water, and I'll pop them in the greenhouse. And this is where they will live for the remainder of the winter, until spring, and then we'll have a look at these in spring. Make sure they don't dry out, and that's all we've got to do with these guys. So this is nothing fancy, but this is just like my winter project bay, if you like. So that's where they will sit. I'm pleased with those. We've got every chance of making it till next spring and have a nice root on. So there we go. There we have it. So a little bit of a detailed vlog for you there. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly hope you got something from it. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up, and do stick around, because we've got a lot more how-to gardening on the way. So until next time, guys, I'll see you in the garden.